Today, we will talk about becoming a virtual assistant. Have you ever dreamed about leaving your desk behind for virtual assistant jobs and making money remotely? Of course you have, especially on those rainy mornings when you have to pull yourself out of bed to make the commute to work, or maybe on a Sunday evening when the gloom of a Monday morning looms. Virtual assistant jobs offer an incredible amount of flexibility and opportunity and are one of the best travel jobs. If you want to live your life without the burden of being tied to an office, but also want to have the comfort of a regular income, then landing yourself a virtual assistant job might be the answer. Working online has personally allowed me the freedom to travel, which is my main passion. But working as a VA can mean more time spent with your family or taking up new hobbies. In this post, I'll answer all your questions. I'll delve into the details of what being a virtual assistant means, covering the salary and the good and the bad points, so you can figure out if becoming a virtual assistant VA really is the job for you. What is a virtual assistant? It might sound like some kind of futuristic idea, like a holographic character from a science fiction film that pops up to help out with day-to-day tasks. While I think the idea of having a hologram appears to make me coffee when I need it sounds amazing, in reality, that's not what a virtual assistant is. A virtual assistant is a remote worker who is on hand to help their employer with various tasks. The tasks involved in virtual assistant jobs vary quite a lot. The idea isn't too complicated. A person needs an assistant, but maybe they don't have space in their office for another employee. Perhaps they themselves work from home or abroad, but find the tasks of organizing everyday admin too much. Or maybe the employer doesn't need an assistant full-time and only requires the aid of a virtual assistant for a few hours a week. To qualify for virtual assistant jobs, you need to have excellent computer skills and a professional mindset when it comes to working. You will also need to be organized and be able to manage your time efficiently. Virtual assistant jobs can be a fantastic way to make money and free up time that you would otherwise spend working in one place. You will have a regular wage. Landing a virtual assistant job means you have a job like any other. You'll have an employer who pays your wage each month, and the security of knowing that you have a regular income is a big plus. You won't have to worry about how to pay your bills or how you can afford to travel over the next month. A regular wage working remotely isn't always easy to come by. Working as a virtual assistant gives you the security of knowing how much money you will be earning each month. You could even take on more than one virtual assistant job to suit your time and financial needs. More time for you. You can also choose remote assistant jobs that work around your schedule, which means you can be very flexible with your time. So if you want to go out for lunch, hit the beach in the afternoon, or just work from the warmth of your bed, you can. With more flexibility, virtual assistant jobs are desirable for travelers or digital nomads who want to spend more time doing things they enjoy. Whether it's taking part in sports, spending more time with loved ones, exploring new cities, or working in cool coffee shops and hip co-working spaces, being a virtual assistant gives you the freedom to work on your own terms. Add value to your spare time. You can also really add value to your time by working as a virtual assistant. Jobs in office usually mean that you have to arrive at a certain time in the morning and leave at a given time every evening. Virtual assistants only work at the time that suits them. If you only have 5 hours available to hit the laptop, then you only need to work for those hours. In general, the salary and necessary work time for virtual jobs like this are based upon task completion rather than hours. If your list of tasks is done, that means the rest of the day is for you. Whereas if you were working in an office, even if you were finished with your jobs for the day, you'd still need to be there a certain amount of time. Working remotely as a virtual assistant adds value to your time. You don't need to commute to an office every day, get dressed up in professional attire, or sit at a desk even when tasks are completed for the day. Job satisfaction. We all know that it's nice to feel like you're actually making a difference in your job, and that job satisfaction is incredibly important to our overall happiness. Each virtual assistant job is different, and the tasks involved are so varied that it's possible to find a position with an employer that really fits what you're looking for, a job that you'll be satisfied doing. Different employers will need help with a variety of tasks, So if you already have numerous skills built up, you can apply them to any number of virtual assistant jobs. Your skills will be valued by your employer, and if they aren't, you can quit and move on. There are plenty of virtual assistant positions out there. Your knowledge and abilities can make a real difference in a business, big or small, or your individual employer's life, which is a pretty great feeling. What exactly do virtual assistants do? Finding work remotely as a virtual assistant sounds fantastic. But what do virtual assistant jobs actually entail? Will you have to work weird hours or be expected to carry out tasks that aren't part of your job description? Online virtual assistant jobs won't require you to get your boss coffee, collect dry cleaning, or make sure the dogs are walked. One of the many perks of being, you'll be working professionally to complete the tasks that are set for you. Each job comes with a slightly different list of tasks to carry out. Depending on what your employer needs an assistant for, you could be doing data entry, booking travel tickets, or arranging meetings. It's helpful to understand your skill set to be able to apply it to your role as an assistant. If you rock at Excel, for example, or are a pro when it comes to written and verbal communication, these things will go a long way in securing you a top role. There is a paid subscription to use the site, but the amount is reasonable when you consider that you're going to be connected to a wide range of employers. To find virtual assistant jobs on the site, simply search through the various sections. There are also in-depth resources to help you land the role that is right for you, giving you handy tips on skill matching and videos to aid you in mastering the art of the perfect CV. Freelancer. This huge site claims to be the biggest online marketplace in the world for freelancing and crowdsourcing. They do have a lot of users, over 31 million, according to their website, spread over 247 countries. All of those users mean a lot of virtual assistant jobs being advertised. Sign up to the site and find the roles that suit what you're searching for, but you will have to compete with other candidates on the platform for the positions. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.